Welcome people to another day on the mat. Well, another day for us on the mat. I hope that you guys have, a form of mat that you can train at, carpet, grass, maybe. But we're happy to be here again. Another day, another hopefully an hour. Let's see how long we can maintain your brains with jiu-jitsu today. Another hour of jiu-jitsu. And we're still working our butterfly guard. So just different movements, different positions, different
Sorry, my phone just fell.
Sweeps and hopefully some attacks that you guys can use and capitalize on when you're practicing this move. Okay? So just a quick revision on the stuff that we already covered. We covered all sorts of guards already. We did De La Riva, reverse De La Riva, closed guard. Now we're doing butterfly guard. Okay, so after that, hopefully we're going to start on the top game or parts of the top game, let's say. So you guys are more well versed, or everybody should be well versed, but so that we cover as much as we can during this period.
Cool.
As per usual, all questions are encouraged, highly encouraged. So if you have questions, send them my way, whether it be in the beginning of the video, or the end of the video, or the middle. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, we're doing this because we can't be in our gym because of COVID-19. And this weekend, if you're in the UAE, that means you're going to be all at home the whole weekend. Okay, so I guess we have a lockdown from 8 p.m. today until 6 a.m. Sunday morning. So it should be a fun weekend. We may or may not film tomorrow. We'll see. Just because we happen to be home. Typically on Friday we go see family or do other things, but we'll inform you guys. We'll keep you informed. But stay posted, stay on the story, and stay safe, please. So continuing from butterfly guard. So I have two nice positions or grips that I'm going to show you today that I hope you can use in your attacks and your sweeps. So I'm going quickly with you guys. So I'm facing my opponent, and we covered yesterday that I'm going to normally use one side unless I'm going like face forward, lifting my opponent and going under for the elevator sweep or for the back take. Okay, but typically I like to lean on one side when I'm attacking butterfly guard and lean in, close in on that space. Okay, so for today we're going to work the overhook system. So yesterday we did the underhook, so we're going to go underneath my opponent's arm. Her arm is free. She can do whatever she wants with it. Yeah, exactly. So today we're going to do the overhook system, where I go over her arm here and I control it. And I can choose to just be here or reach over and control the far side lapel. So 4 fingers inside the lapel. And this is the position that I'm going to work from today. My elbow is on the inside of my knee, as you may or may not be able to tell. So even after I go for the overhook, my elbow is still on the inside of my knee, so it's not easy for my opponent to smash me. It's also much easier for me to get the position from there. So if I go here and I grip, nice tight control, it doesn't matter so much what my opponent does with this arm that I'm overhooking, right? Pulling it away is going to be difficult. I keep it nice and tight. Okay, I pull my arm towards my chest, and naturally I don't want to be here. Okay, I want to be in my butterfly guard position. But because I have the overhook, it's kind of hard to just get my head underneath here. Okay, it's a little bit difficult. But me controlling my opponent's shoulder is gonna give me a much better situation, much better position. Okay, so I'll turn away this way so you guys can see just a little bit what's gonna happen. Okay, so because I have the overhook and there's pressure here, more of my opponent's weight is gonna come on this way. Okay. Typically, hand on the mat is not very good. So if she keeps her hand on the mat, it's easy for me to pick it up. Typically, hand is going to be like posting here on the knee, so she can like maybe get up and work her passing, like footwork. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And for her to come up and start giving me weight or moving her feet so she can pass. And this is where I'm going to come in, grip the wrist, same way we did before, lean over, and go for a sweep. So this time when I go for the sweep, I end up here. I can cross my knee out, like knee slide, keep control of the arm, okay? And get into my kind of knee on the belly position. And I have a very strong position here where I can attack this arm. So we'll talk about that in a bit, but first I'm going to do that sweep. One more time for you guys. Let's do it first. this angle. So, and then overhook control, grab the collar, there's a bad angle. Just wanted to see. So I just want you guys to see here where the arm is. It's already it's completely out, and I'm reaching for the collar here. Okay. Let's go from this side. I feel like this side's much better for you guys. Okay. Again, there's pressure on the shoulder, so it doesn't feel too good. So you're gonna either try to walk away, which is hard if I'm gripping the control properly. Okay. Or try to move forward in a way that gives me pressure, and yeah, exactly. It starts working the pass. Anything she starts to grab, immediately the wrist becomes available. I just tilt over and I finish my sweep. Okay? Very strong control. If you're able to get that overhook and pin your arm towards your body, you grab the cross collar. Okay? It doesn't feel too good because it starts pulling down on the neck, not only on the shoulder. Okay?
I feel like there's a choke in there.
There can be. So in this, if you use this,
it's very annoying.
if you use this overhook control and closed guard, okay, there's an attack system that I use from there where you can get the chokes and transition to attacking the arm, and so many other things. I see we have typing action over there, so I'll do the sweep once more, and then I'll show you guys what we have going on. Okay. One thing before I repeat is the setup to get the overhook. Because people are always like, oh, but typically in butterfly guard, you shoot for the underhook. Okay, how are you all of a sudden going to go over your opponent's arm so easily? So I do this. This is my personal way of doing this, my little trick. Some people like to do it maybe differently, but if you're here, okay, obviously she's in the passing position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fake coming up, and I reach and I grab the shoulder. Okay, I fake like I'm coming up here. Okay, and I open my elbow such that she feels that she can go underhook. No, yeah, exactly. That's what I want. I want her to feel comfortable enough to go underhook. Okay. Typically, people in butterfly guard go under. So if they feel like you're sacrificing the underhook or you're not giving it, yeah, exactly. You go.
I'll go for it.
You will, because you know what's going on.
If I get the underhook, I'll go for a knee slice right away.
Okay, but it won't be like it'll be here. It'll be here. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
That's. So I reach up and I'll open my arm such that you feel like, yeah, exactly, that you have the underhook.
Yeah.
That's when I wrap my arm over, and I sometimes grab the lapel if the option is there. Exactly.
I can't like put you down and no, I can't. Okay.
So in resisting me, I'll have you do it. In resisting me, you give me the sweep, or you give me the right position. Give them your back. Give them your back.
Yeah. No, shoot.
That's alright. They're gonna this way.
Okay.
So you're here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which side are you going for?
This side.
This side, then we're gonna turn this way. You want to sweep the other.
I want to sweep you like this.
Okay, and this is the butterfly.
Okay.
And here,
Yeah.
Lay your hand on my shoulder like you're gonna come up and push me over.
Overhook here.
There's no under, there's an overhook.
Oh, I want to overhook this arm.
And then we're gonna turn sides.
Sorry guys, be patient. I don't know this move.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're gonna come here, and as you're coming up, you're gonna come up here like you're gonna push me to the mat from my shoulder.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm gonna come here like, that's my underhook. Exactly. So she gets overhook control, sits down into position, and immediately.
See, this is the arm.
Immediately, I don't want to be here, okay? This is bad, and I'll show you why in a bit, okay? This is okay, okay? So people are either going to pressure forward to resist this, or pull away here. So both of these give my opponent what she wants, okay? Immediately grab the wrist. I don't like pregnancy, I'll talk about it. Grab the wrist, push it through, and butterfly sweep, same as yesterday, yeah? Come on up, knee on the belly, come on up, knee on the belly, perfect. And now she has a very nice tight control where she can attack the elbow here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. It has very tight, nice tight control where my elbow can be attacked from that very position.
Choke?
If you go knee on the belly, choke is less likely with the arm.
Far, yeah.
Exactly, it's only a little far, but the arm is very much there. Let me say hi to the peeps. I got a bunch of typing going on. Zara, good to see you in action as always. Let me just catch up to what's going on here.
Hello, hello. How are you guys?
What's up, people? What's up? I'm just navigating over here. Mr. Wahid, Layth al-Shami, Hala bil-Ars. Mr. Laith, I was waiting for you. Oh my goodness.
Say hello to your people.
I will say hello to your people as well. What's up, what's up, what's up, people?
Oh,
Alright, let's see, Zar. Yeah, baiting for the underhook is amazing because I mean, if they don't go for it, okay, you can literally take your opponent over. Like they can either shoot for the underhook or they can stand up, and either way, I'm in a good position because I was in guard and then we're back up on our feet. But typically, if I try to push somebody over, they'll go for that underhook instead of stand back up. So I'll talk about that other question that you had, Zar, in a minute. So that was one of my other points. Let me see. هلا ابراهيم برد على سؤالك انكم سألتوا على نفس الشغله. سلام وحيد. Black belt arm, exactly, that's what it is. The black belt armbar. After you finish the sweep, you have the arm trap, so you go for that armbar. You can sit into it. You can lay down on your back and get it, or you can just stay and get it from knee on the belly. What's up, people? We got two phones. Oh, nobody's here?
No, they're gone now.
Where? Gone where?
They don't get attention, they leave.
That's nonsense. Oh, sorry, people. Oh, there's somebody here.
No, you see by the number of people on there now.
Oh, all right. You do. So I'll continue and I'll answer you guys' questions. Let's. Okay, so I come up in here and I come like so, okay, and I have to make them believe. That if they don't go for underhook, that I'll push them over and I'll sweep them. Okay, so okay, it's kind of gonna look like this. Come closer. Come closer. So for pretend sparring, and I go like this. There it is. There's that underhook right away. I catch it and I come back in for my sweep. Okay, so overhook, nice tight control. Okay, so I talked a little bit about what happens if I talked a little bit about the positioning of my opponent's hand, her free hand. Okay, some people like to push the knee down. I like to do that too, and some people like to grab the collar. Some people like to, I don't know, pick something that you feel like grabbing. But then there's, of course, posting on the mat, and I'm gonna show you why it's not very good option. So posting on the mat is it's fine. I don't care about it too much. If my opponent does this and he posts on the mat, I'll grab her hand to make her think like she's getting swept, and then I'll let her have it. Okay? So I'll grab the hand, I'll start sweeping, and then I'll let her have the hand so she can post it again. Post it again. Yeah, exactly. Once she posts it here, I'm gonna pull my leg out and throw it over here so I can get a nice tight triangle from this sweep attempt. Okay? One more.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Auntie. Here. Over, grab, I reach, I start sweeping, and then I let her have her hand back. Exactly. Now when I come back here,
You have a submission.
I have it already?
Yeah.
So, that's the other one. So I'm going to reach over here, place the foot on the bicep, and I climb out with my butterfly hook, and I come back here for a nice tight triangle. Okay?
Yeah.
The other submission is, of course, going for the arm. Going for the arm can be a little tricky from butterfly. It can happen, but it can be a little tricky. So I start sweeping and I give her back her arm. Perfect. So if I'm going for the armbar, I don't want to go feet on the bicep. I want to go foot on the hip here. The other foot goes on the hip, and I bring my knee over the shoulder.
Top.
Right away. Okay, so much pressure going on here. But I need to be nice and tight on this arm. I can't just be loose and do it here. It won't help. So you need to be super, super tight. And then if at this point they're not tapping, you have to put your hips into it, and then the pressure hits on the elbow. Okay, very good.
I feel when you're further away, it's more painful.
Yeah, but it's easy for you to get out. You can twist your wrist.
Maybe, yeah. No, I could imagine that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, people. Let's see. Wow. All this talking. سلام عشق كمان دكتور والله لا.
كون خليل. دكتور فلفل.
هلا دكتور مصطفى هلا.
ما في غير ماما.
أهلا وسهلا أهم وحدة. Okay people, everybody see that those two moves, okay? So
I actually have a question.
yes.
In the first sweep, the first one, you do the sweep. Okay, go. Okay, now as soon as you swept, this go like up. Now I have a sweep.
No you don't. No you don't.
Here,
No you don't.
I don't because
If
I'm
I
on the
go
hook.
if I go actual knee on the belly, you will not have a sweep.
Before knee on the belly.
No. I don't let go of the arm to let you stand up. I shouldn't anyway.
Okay. So here.
You have to come here. I'm not going to go for it. You have to make me believe. Make me believe. Still not yet. There you go.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Control. Grab. Go for sweep. Okay, perfect. I'm going to try to get up on my elbow if you let me have it.
Yeah.
Don't let me have it.
Okay.
Right. As soon as you're here, get your knee on the belly. Yeah. No coming up here.
Yeah.
No coming up here. You're gonna tap. Kill it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so if you after you sweep, you get knee on the belly is a good question.
This is a powerful
Very,
combination of grips.
very powerful.
Okay. Us.
Okay, super strong. This over, and then it opens up other venues. So if your opponent is not doing a good job of defending their position, then you open up the chance for a head for arm and guillotine as well. Okay, so even if you have the lapel, if they give you the neck, you can go for arm and guillotine.
My cousin Fawaz mom.
أهلا كيفك؟
I've never met him. Yeah.
So if I have so if I have this and my opponent decides she wants to defend with her head in my chest for some reason, right? I just go for arm. I should go for arm and guillotine. So I have the head and I have the arm, and I can start finishing a nice tight guillotine submission from here. Okay, you can get the submission, you can get the sweep. You can use the head to sweep your opponent to one side or the other. Since I have the butterfly hook here, I'll choose to sweep them one way, and then keep attacking that way. Let's check it out. I have a bunch of typing action. Salam Aziz.
كيفك فوفو العنيف؟ كنت عم بقول له ثابت عن فوفو العنيف. تذكر؟
Hello Khalid. Good to hear from you, man.
فوفو العنيف left.
Is there a no-gi variation of the technique? There is. So the no-gi variation of the technique is basically just without the collar grip, Khalid. So I go for the overhook, I just keep it nice and tight. In the no-gi, I just keep my hand like right on my belly, like right below my chest here, and just keep it nice and strong. That's the only way I would do it in no-gi, and the rest is the same because I grab the wrist, I don't grab the sleeve when I go to the sweep, and then the rest of the sequences are going to be exactly the same.
فوفو العنيف.
Sorry. If for nothing else, at least I get to learn Arabic.
He's not learning it. We're not talking Arabic.
No, but they're typing Arabic.
Okay.
إبراهيم تقدر تروح على الديب هاف بس مش هتقدر تروح على الديب هاف والدراع معاك. عرفت؟ يعني أنت ماسك الدراع تحت باطك ما راح تقدر تفوت على الديب هاف. If you want to go for deep half, you have to let go of the arm. بدك تفلت الإيد إذا بدك تروح على الديب هاف جارد. فهمت علي؟ صعب إنك تروح ديب هاف وأنت معك الأوفر.
فواز مين اللي حببني بيقول لي فواز ما تنسي تسوي حركات المصارعة. هم اللي كانوا يعلموني هاي الأشياء.
خلاص الفضل إلهم معناته.
تتذكر Ultimate Warrior؟
كل القوة.
أنت كنت Ultimate Warrior.
هلا سنايبر. What's up حبيبي? How to tighten the arm, guillotine, gi and no-gi. Gi and no-gi is going to be the same for the arm and guillotine, دكتور. اوكي انت جهه في عندك الايد تفوقيها والجهه الثانيه عند الراس. اوكي جيتين بدك تتاكد انه الايد اللي عند الراس اوكي is under the chin and you grab with the other arm underneath it. Okay, So just make sure. And I know when we started the move, the overhook was the main point of control. The overhook was the main point of control. You go here and here. But when you grab the guillotine, okay, and this arm goes under the chin, this arm goes under the chin, it has to be the one on. It has to be the one on top. On top. Okay. So this one goes under the chin. That one goes under the first hand. So your grip is here. And then when you want to finish, you finish it like you would a standard guillotine. You squeeze the head towards your chest and lean. I would lean always towards the head side. So I'm here. I have the control. I pull towards my chest and I lean that away. Nice tight submission. Okay. Gi and no gi is going to be the same. Okay.
You can't do the normal guillotine from
You
there?
can, but then you have to let go of the arm and get the hand back inside. So you can. Some people do it, but I feel like it wastes a little bit of time because you already have the overarm control and you can just keep going for that guillotine. Cool guys. دكتور غير والله غير ما في منك يا أخي. Let me know guys if you have other questions about this before I move on to the next bit of technique.
Hello.
Who?
Paul.
Champ! I'm gonna start doing the Paul lifestyle, the Paul workout. He does 100 push-ups every morning and every night.
Of
100.
push-ups?
Yes. Well, that's not the only thing he does, but one of the things that he does. So I'm gonna start doing the same as him. Aziz. Okay, guys. Oh, resuming. Perfect. So I'm gonna move on to the next bit. Next bit of moves. This one is. This one can be a little tricky because I have to before I move in for the either overhook, underhook, everything. Okay, I'm gonna choose one of the sleeves to control. Okay, and I'm gonna start. So let's say I pick this one. Okay, so if I pick this sleeve, I make sure everything else is correct. My base is in place. My hands behind my back. Okay, I'm gonna switch over here. I'm gonna go cross grip on the sleeve, and I like to go 2-on-1, the same way we did in closed guard. Okay, 2-on-1 is so much better than just 1-on-1. And I see here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this control to pull myself a little closer and to post on this far side foot. Okay, so I pull the arm across and I post on this far side foot. So I kick and I pull her down. Okay, as I do that, I need to move myself out of the way a little bit. Okay, if I do this correctly, I have a very nice arm drag that I can use to go to the back. Alright, some people like to go under, so no gi style, I would go under here, under the tricep. Okay, in gi, I'm much preferring these days to go for a 2-on-1, push the leg, and then move my hip out of the way as I'm pushing. So she goes forward in the spot I was originally in, and then I move to the side a little bit. I like to kick this leg in between because it sets up my one of my hooks on the back. Okay, and then I come up here. I can come up grabbing the belt, okay, or I can come up posting behind the tricep. So I can come up here on my knees, and now I can go for seat belt control, and notice that my hook is already prepared on this side. So if I wanted to be able to do ejection seat, I just fall onto this side, and I'm in this position.
To go back.
Didn't show there? Okay. So I'm in here, I grab the sleeve, switch the grip, go for 2-on-1 control. Post on the far side leg, pull, and as I push, I move myself out of the way. This is exactly the reaction that I need. Okay, now I kick this leg in between to create my hook. I can post behind the tricep, or I can just come up here. Seat belt, I jump over. I get my half back, full back, if you're able to. Okay, and start attacking the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
So if we're doing no-gi version, no-gi is a little different because I cannot grip anything like there's no seam underneath the armpit in no-gi. So what I would do is I would grab the wrist, okay, just the wrist, and I would switch over here to the tricep. As I do that, I push and I post on the mat so that I can move myself to the side, and I can do the same attack over and over again. I can frame on the tricep, or I can come up here and right away go for my seat belt. So I have a hook and seat belt. I have a very nice back attack. Okay. Sometimes if you're doing this correctly, you can end up with a nice sweep. So if you do a very aggressive arm drag, okay, and you come up onto your feet, or you start attacking the back, your opponent will give you the sweep instead of giving you the back position. Okay? So if I come here and she doesn't want me to have it back and I just come up here, she'll give me the sweep. Okay? So it's better for them. So if it was me, I would give the 2 points instead of giving my back most of the time. So it depends on the score, the situation, like what's going on in that fight. It's easier for me, obviously, to fight off of my back, to fight for a guard or another sweep or something, than to fight off of back control. Because with back control, you might lose the fight. So.
In fact, we were having this discussion with Professor Pablo.
We were.
And I was telling him, as a small person, I feel much more comfortable defending the back and not giving any, and having the possibility of not giving any points at all. So basically, allowing the back attack and then not giving them any hooks, or the second hook, and trying to escape from there. And I asked him, I was like, why? Because he was like, or if the opponent is smarter, they give you the sweep. So I was like, why is it smarter to give the sweep? Because in my head, it didn't make sense. Like, the sweep is you conceding 2 points, whereas the back take escape is you potentially escaping 4 points, right? And not necessarily getting the 4 points scored on you. So his answer actually made a lot of sense, and now I'm convinced. He was like, because if the person actually does take the back, so if you do concede the 2 points and get swept, then at least you have a chance to sweep back or play from there. However, if your back gets taken, that's potentially the end of the game. It's very close towards the end of the game. So he would always give the 2 points instead, right? Right,
and that's only because the back is the most dangerous position in the game. Why? Because your opponent can see everything and you can't see anything. If somebody's on my back, I can't see where their eyes are at, what they want to attack next. And the choke is pretty eminent. The attacks, it's just a very difficult position to handle at the high level. Zar asked a question about, I'll go back because he asked it about the arm and guillotine. So Zar, even if she flattens me out, you can still get the arm and guillotine. If she just wants to push forward, that just makes the position a little worse for my opponent. So if it was me and I was getting my head stuck inside a guillotine, I would try to get my legs to the opposite side of my head, if that makes sense. But even if she flattens me out, I'll still be able to, get a nice squeeze in and finish the guillotine. If not, go for a sweep as well.
Hello, people.
Somebody asked about my fastest leg lock escape. So I shall have to think about that one, but it depends on which kind of leg lock. So you have the straight leg lock, the Achilles, okay, and then you have toe holds, and you have what's it called, heel hooks.
Is it a white belt asking?
I don't know.
Okay. Assume it's a straight foot lock.
Well, we are going to assume, but we'll talk about that after we finish the moves that we have going today, and make sure nobody has other questions, so people don't get too distracted. Let's see, I got one here.
Cinema.
Heel hook escape وحيد خلاص. For you, absolutely. I will show you, and then I will have you practice this heel hook escape. إبراهيم ممكن تروح على المثلث بس كثير بعيدة هي. اوكي انت مش بالكلوز جارد، انت مش بالهاف جارد اللي تسحب حدا جوا التراينجل جوا المثلث على طول من الاوبن جارد. انت هون يعني اوبن ما في اوبن اكثر من هيك. So Ibrahim is asking like if we can go to a triangle choke from this very position. Like you can. The thing is like after I come in here and I move myself to the side, if I don't go for the back, if I try to shoot for a triangle here, she'd be playing guard, right? We're talking about open guard games here. Let's go back. So if I push here, okay, and I want to shoot for a triangle, the only thing I have is the arms, okay? The only thing I have is this control. ما عندي الكنترول غير هذا، okay? وهذا مش كفاية إني أسحب خصمي للمثلث، especially من البوزيشن هاي. حضطر أروح على الدلهيبة، okay؟ وبعدين من هون أصير أشتغل مع الكولر مع شيء ثاني، okay؟
I'm just showing how impossible it is.
I'm not going to go for it. Okay, it's not impossible. It's just very difficult. So if I come in here, okay, and I want to shoot triangles, I need a collar. It's very hard to shoot a triangle if you only have this arm and from this position. Like it's not a closed kind of guard, okay. That's why I did it from the butterfly guard. عشان هيك سويتها من البutterfly guard. لأنه في مجال في شوية contact في شوية يعني التماس بيني وبين خصمي. Okay. If I'm just pulling this and coming to the side, I prefer chasing the back. Okay. After you chase the back and maybe you go, they give you the sweep. You go to the mount or side mount, and you can try to set up triangles from there. So Brahim, if you're looking for triangles, then your guard should be this. Your guard should be here. اوكي اذا احنا بنشتغل على المثلث من هاي الوضعيه لازم تمسك القبه لازم تمسك الcollar. So collar and sleeve. Now you can start setting up triangles. Now you can go foot on the hip, other foot on the shoulder here, and you can pull yourself to catching a triangle, but not from the other position. It's very, very hard. Okay, guys. So again, so we did arm drag in the gi, we did it in no gi. So by the way, guys, nothing says that you can't do this in the gi as well. Okay, you can do the no gi version in the gi. That's just what I prefer. I prefer to have this control these days because worst comes to worst, and I go to I don't know half guard instead of taking the back. I prefer to have this control so I can push the arm to the side and I can sit up for the back anyway, even from half guard. Okay, that's just me. That's just my preference. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. Okay. Most people. Next up, and I think last one for today, unless people have further questions. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna drag my opponent as if I'm doing the arm drag, and instead of going to the back, okay, I'm still gonna push the leg. I'm gonna scoot in and I'm gonna hug everything here. Hug the belt, okay? Hug my opponent's shoulder, basically here. Keep her shoulder stuck to my chest. I can grab the belt or the pants. Whatever is easier for you guys, I can control here. So then this becomes very difficult for her to pull out and come back to base. So I want to be on the side and I want to be here. Okay? This is my position. Both arms on one side. And now once I'm here, I'm going to start pushing forward because I need a reaction from my opponent. If she doesn't push, exactly. As soon as she pushes forward, the sweep is going to go backside. Okay? Let's move a little bit that way. So I'm going to push as if I want to come up straight into her. Okay? When she resists or pushes back, I just put my right side shoulder on the mat and I flip everything to the other side. And I come on top here. One more time.
I think let's start somewhere in that corner.
Yeah.
Here.
So again, I'm in arm drag city. I pull and then I just come in for this position right here. You can put your arm on the mat or you can push the wrist. But this hand here, here I'm grabbing the belt. Okay? And how far I'm grabbing, it just depends on my opponent's length. Okay, so obviously, I can wrap my entire arm around her and get to the front side of the belt. But some opponents I can only get like to the very edge here. So you need to be grabbing the belt or the pants like something to keep you stuck. So I pull my elbow to my chest and I keep her shoulder stuck to me so she can't pull it out. Okay? Now I'm pushing forward as if I'm going to sweep. And I just pull back, put my right shoulder on the mat, kick. And I'm sweeping my opponent all the way here. I have nice side mount. I can go seat belt, start setting up my back take, everything from here.
I think an important an important detail that they're not seeing there is the hook. That's what's sweeping me.
The right side hook.
Yeah.
Same side hook. So it's the hook that's doing the sweep, guys. That's good. There you go. Good. So pulling the arm here. This is the hook that does the sweeping. Okay? I come in and I grab and I start pushing forward. Now when I want to sweep, I put my right shoulder on the mat. This one. Okay? And the same side hook is the one that does the sweep. Okay? This one I can push off of the mat or off of anything. But it's the right side hook that does the sweep. And it carries my opponent to the other side. Cool? You see that typing action? Salam Shabab.
Hura. Suhaib BJJ. Hello Suhaib.
What's up, bro? So guys, everybody see that okay? Let me know if you need to see a repeat or want to ask about some details. I'm here for you guys. Or if you want to ask about anything in particular. Anything else in particular. armbar is where ليث جلدك بحكك انت هلا اكيد. هلا بعمل لك اعاده رأي. armbar وين؟ هلا انت انك يمكن مش شايف البوزيشن صح. لان عامل الارم is across from my body. اوكي؟ وانا مش بكلوز جارد، انا من الباترفلاي جارد. اذا بدي اخذ armbar لازم ارجع حالي على الكلوز جارد. اوكي؟ فراح يكون شوي صعب. It will be a little bit difficult. بس ليك حطيني بالفيديو.
Which one?
Drag this one.
Okay.
Grab the arm. Come close. Yeah, come close for the sweep. Come close, come close.
Which?
Hug my back.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Here. ليك من هون. هاي اللي إذا بدك تاخذها armbar, but it's not in the guard, right? If she pulls me back into close guard, then maybe. Okay, but right now both arms are on one side. So if I push back into her, she sweeps me. If I pull back here, she takes the back. You know, but armbar, it's really hard.
I know what he's saying. Can I show?
Show me.
Belly down.
No, too much.
He thinks.
Too much space. Let me know if that's what you were thinking of. Radiologic right, huh? It's left hand for them, Laith. You're looking in a mirror. Yeah, exactly, Rula. But Laith, so exactly, Rula. So, Laith.
بعرف كيف بتفكر ليه؟ بعرف كيف بتفكر.
But this is the reason you're gonna lose it. This is the reason you're gonna lose it. So if you throw the arm like that immediately, it's too much space that you're losing and too much distance to cover. Okay? First of all, you have to realize that I'm stuck to my opponent there. Okay? I want to be stuck to them and I don't want to give them any space whatsoever. If you give somebody space there, they'll pull the arm out just like I did in the video right now. Do it again. So to do the armbar, you need space. But if you give me space, I'll very much escape. So if she comes here, okay, if she's not stuck to me, I'm going to pull my arm out. Okay? If she wants to go for the armbar, she has to create space to get her legs out. Now all I have to do is posture. No more armbar. Okay, because you're not in guard. So you could, but then you have to do like slick transitions into
It
that
has to be
position,
like a
you know?
flying.
Like if you were in
situation.
close guard, you could do it. But from there, I would not recommend you try it. You know, maybe like if you go for this, maybe if you from that position, there. Yeah. So if you're under action into the position, go there. Right. Maybe here if I'm like pulling my hips back, okay, and she goes to close guard, yeah, and then from there, from there maybe. If I push my hips back and you do a very, very tight transition, maybe. But otherwise, you're gonna have to create like a lot of space to get it done.
Hello. So if the person pushes their hip back, then it works.
Tamam, I understand. Got it. Us.
Good question, Lay. Thank you.
Ayman, what's up?
Oof, Muhammad Ayman.
Can you do the move one more time?
Sadiqi.
Yes, I can do one more time. Rolla, do it one more time for you. Okay, Ayman, so she's gonna go grab 2-on-1. Okay, pull me and push this leg with her foot. So pull, then she's gonna scoot in and go hug the back. So I can't pull my shoulder back. Okay? Now she needs me to push forward. Now she needs me to push forward. Okay? So she can't be gripping my arm. She needs to post her hand on the mat and try to come up against me. I'll push back, and that's when she puts her right shoulder on the mat and kicks. Baby, you have to kick.
Oops, sorry. There's no
There you
space.
go.
Where do we go? Okay.
Drag. Come close. Okay. I'm pulling back, guys. Unless I feel like a sweep is coming, then I'll start pushing forward. Okay? Now kick. Kick. Right.
Like
And then she's
that.
on top. Okay? You see that okay, Senor Ayman? I hope you were live from the beginning so you can see the bunch of it.
Mama saying take care.
Us. Take care of me, Mama.
We're good, Mama.
ولا يهمك حبيبتي.
أنا اللي عم
الموضوع
بشتغل
موجود.
فيه.
Thank you, Ayman. Wahid, you can ask questions too. Oh, I forgot. You already asked about the heel hook.
Heel hook.
Oh, it's Mr. Ayman. Guys, questions? You need to see it again. I'm happy to go through scenarios with everybody. Darth Vader is here. He's on fire.
Darth Vader.
What's your reaction for her posturing up again? That depends. Is she posturing up from this position, from the arm drag butterfly guard, or from a different one? Arm drag, no, butterfly, no, the arm drag position. If she tries to posture up, then it's an easy back take for me. Right, so if she pulls her hips back instead of put her weight forward against me, then yeah, arm drag, yeah. So if she postures up, then back take is easy. So I'm here, right? I pull and I hug. Okay, she tries to posture up, right? I'm just gonna come up here into the back take, or if she fights the back take, gives me 2 points, I'm happy to take them happily. Yeah. Typically, that's what I do. Like I use the 2-on-1 grip to pull myself up, right up against the back, or into a sweep. Yellow belt cord. So when I roll with the wrestler, yes, Dr. Mustafa. Before I get the waist, Zar. So I'm just doing a sloppy technique. If she's able to stand up before I pull the waist, if she stands up completely from there, then you might as well switch to open guard, collar and sleeve guard, or the heel guard, anything, right? So if I come here, okay, and I'm pushing, and before I grab the waist, I spend too much time here, then I would just pull back into close guard. Like I put my foot in the hip, sit through, and pull into close guard. And I'll work my 2-on-1 series all over again. Maybe get the Lahiva, just depend, or reverse the Lahiva, depending on what you're looking for.
You could also like tripod sweep.
You could tripod sweep. Yes, you could. Again, it depends on what they're looking for.
I'm always looking for tripod. If someone stands up.
And if you have a 2-on-1, but that's the other thing. Like if they have a 2-on-1, and if I have a 2-on-1 and somebody stands up, then things start going bad for them. If there's somebody's yanking my shoulder down and I'm standing up, and this is the case, I go
2-on-1.
right, 2-on-1 here, and then go higher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there. Right, come back here. So you're here, right? And let's say I stand up. It's horrible for me because all I got, yeah, exactly. It pull me into guard. What do you do?
Oh, flat.
No, my arms on this side.
Arm
Arm. Right, not like that. On the arm, you have to climb up on my shoulder. Keep 2-on-1.
Okay.
2-on-1. Keep 2-on-1. Climb up on my shoulder with that leg. Yeah. Climb up over my shoulder. Over my hip. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You have to climb a little bit higher, as if you're going for high guard. So like literally there.
Close it. Okay.
Don't close it. Just keep that thigh on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, now climb up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See,
Okay.
arm bar.
Okay.
Don't even have to pass your leg over. Zara, you just saw a little exchange there that I hope you appreciate.
Hello, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Rana is here. Rana.
What's up, Rana?
Rana. Mama left. She was like, I'm not happy with this.
He keeps stacking and have power of a hook. دكتور مصطفى, مين اللي بيستعمل butterfly guard? Who's using the butterfly guard? You or the wrestler?
Who that?
Oh, you asking for a friend, Zar? That's all right. I'm sure your friend appreciates you helping him out. Allah.
Who that?
You want her to post with her hand. You don't want to extend it the opposite side? Ayman, I'm not sure I follow this question. Because anyway, I'm pulling the arm across. So I have 2 arms on one side. So with 2 arms on one side, then the basic answer is aim to take the back. Okay? If they try to posture up, then that opens other options for you. You can attack the arm, and as soon as they defend, you can sweep, you can go for the back again, you can switch to a different guard. It just doesn't go well for them if they give you that angle. Ayman is always angry, man. Dr. Mustafa, so you're the one using butterfly guard? And he keeps stacking. Powerful underhook. What is the best solution? Let me see if I can mimic this for you, because Rola does this quite well.
Which one? What's the...
So, Dr. Mustafa, correct me if I'm wrong. If we're in butterfly, I have the overhook, okay? And she just stack, give me pressure, like squeeze my heels, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Here, Doctor. So here, like this kind of position, or do I have the underhook? Okay. Either way, from here, if she pushes my heels to my butt, I'm in a very bad situation.
He's stuck.
I'm stuck here unless I can get my legs free. Okay? And typically, what I like to do is I like to threaten my opponent's neck, okay? And create space so that I'm able to get at least one of my legs free. Okay? I don't focus so much on the arms. It just depends on the situation. If they're really strong here and they're pulling the arms close to the body, okay, then I don't need to worry too much about the arms. I don't fight them too much. You could, I guess, but then it's just arm against arm, right? 2 against 2, like they'll start to pass you. So what I like to do is I like to go 4 fingers inside the collar. They can see my hand. I like to go 4 fingers inside the collar, okay? Or if they have their head like down, like they want to here. Yeah. If they have their head down here, they're not giving you anything. I like to wrench and get under their chin on one side here, and then start making pressure. If I can grab the collar and I can use it to make them lift their head. As soon as they lift their head here, I start to have a little bit of leverage because I'm pushing on the head, and they only have the option of moving my arm out of the way or pushing the head back, and I start to scoot my hips away, and I create space again. Once I create space, I need to be careful because that position is not very good for you. Okay? Going back to fundamentals, if I'm square and flat, it's not very good for me, which is where she had me. Okay? Not very good. So the moment that I come back up, I need to get an angle. I need to create an angle for my situation so that I can capitalize on. So I start to move, and I kind of get to the side. If I'm able to get my elbow on the mat, okay, I'm going to get to the side, and then now I can play butterfly guard again. So if you're playing butterfly guard, make sure you're on one side. If they try to force you to the middle, okay, maybe you need to switch sides. So I switch to the other side. Now I have overhook control. I can work my sweeps on this side. Okay, but don't stay here. Like if you're gonna fight here, I wouldn't stay here facing my opponent, just flat for too long. It's not a very good situation for me. Immediately I like to get angles, get in there, and start working my sweep systems. Okay? That's a little bit about how to get out of that tough situation, and then right away get into your angles immediately.
Who's here? Hi, Farah. Farah Mo's sister.
What about Nogi? Nogi literally... What's up? How are you?
We miss you.
So for Nogi, Doctor, I get this, you see the bone? I get it here. Okay? And I cup the chin, and I get this bone right on their neck, and I start pushing their neck up with it. Okay? Here. Pushing up. It's super annoying. If they're okay with this, it's I props to them. But like literally every time somebody's pressuring me with their head and I get under their chin, immediately they lift their head up and change position. And them lifting their head is exactly what you need to escape that situation. What's my brother?
Stay safe, guys.
Mr. Ayman, did you have a question, or were you just ranting to the guys?
You don't want to answer the straight footlock question?
Oh yeah, but I think Ayman had a thing he wanted to ask about that nobody answered him. هات لنشوف يا أستاذي ممكن فوت إيدي جوا القبط وأسوي سويب أطلع رجل واحدة ودافع. إبراهيم ممكن بس إذا هو شاطر مسكر إيديه كثير tight. Okay, removing all the space. If they're good on top and they remove all the space, it's very, very, very hard to get your arm inside. Obviously, if you can get your arm inside, it's much better. You go back to your initial situation and you're able to sweep, but you need to get on one side. Okay, you can't do it from when you're flat on your back. You need to come on your side. So I'm here and I'm flat. Okay, it's a horrible place for me to be. So even if I get my arm in as an underhook, I need to get on my side here, and now I can maybe use this foot to sweep. Okay, but you know, just as a theory, you know, if you're there and the guy's very, very tight with his elbows, just like Rolo was doing, it's going to be very hard to get under the armpit. فهمت علي؟ يعني إن أنت تحاول تدخل إيدك تحت الباط كثير صعب للواحد شاطر ويعني رسلر كويس وبيعرف يخليك على ظهرك، ما راح تقدر تدخل تحت الباط، عرفت؟ عشان هيك قلت لك تركز على الراس. The body is always going to follow the head, guys. So if you control the head, if you control the direction of the head, you control where the body is posted or where the weight is being carried.
What's the banter going on?
As Zara and Laith just giving each other grief. They're, I guess the debate is who the better blue belt is.
It's me, guys. Hello. I've been there for the longest.
There you have. You're the original blue belt crew, but you've been consistent. So people,
or maybe slow to progress.
No. So if nobody has other questions, I'm going to show you a few tips on escaping the footlock that someone asked about. Then we can move on. You have good news, Laith? Please give me good news. Zara, that's not open to debate. Huh? Laith says we're going to see him soon. He has good news. And Zara says the best blue belt is not up for debate. I wonder what that means. Okay.
What's Doc laughing about?
Doc is just...
as usual. Just laughing.
As usual. Okay, so for the footlock escape, so Zora's going to put me in a straight footlock. Just like this. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so she's... Let's do it. Wait. No, that's Paul footlock. You mean my foot? Yeah. Thank you.
I like the not so inside foot.
Not so inside foot. Stay there. So before any of this happens, guys.
Can I do it like this?
You can, but like this. Yeah, but you prefer. I'm gonna escape. That's why I escape Paul's leg lock every time.
Okay.
So sorry, Paul. So if you're here, okay, this is where you need to first do damage control and then work on getting your body out of harm's way. Okay. Now she's gonna break my foot. First thing I need to do is I need...
It's not showing.
Huh?
It's not showing there.
Yeah, bus. I can't have your head block this screw.
Put your foot there. Yeah. Okay?
Okay, sweet. So if I'm here, okay, the first thing I gotta do is damage control. If she puts her back on the mat, elbow on the mat, and then arches back, that's where she breaks my foot. Okay, so I can't have that happen. So first thing, I grab the collar, both collars, pull it back enough so that I'm able to flex my foot like 90 degrees. Okay, so my foot needs to be 90 degrees. I can't have my foot bend backwards like toe hold style. So my foot. Okay, so I make my foot go 90 degrees. So let's use this one as an example. This I don't want, so I make my foot go 90 degrees. It's really like pull it back like I'm exercising this shin muscle. Alright? But first I need to relieve a bit of pressure. Good. I pull a little bit on the collars, I flex my foot up, and then I turn my toes to the outside. Okay? So I can't keep it straight up towards the shoulder, I turn my toes towards the outside. Okay? Once I turn my toes towards the outside, your pressure becomes significantly less given the position. Right? My toes are to the outside. Now she can go a little bit further without me feeling it as much. Okay? But if my foot was straight already to begin with, I'd be done. So, toes up, turn my, flex my foot, turn my toes to the outside. Good. I'm in here. I like to keep at least one hand on one collar, okay, before I finish escaping the rest of this move. The next part of this is dealing with this leg, okay, and so I talked about, I like to escape this position because if this leg wasn't there, my left would be much easier. Okay, I move this leg out of the way and then I'm literally gonna hop over it with my butt, like here, boom. I hop over to this side. Once I'm on this side, there's very little chance of her getting the leg lock unless I start freaking out about this, right? Unless I start freaking out about this. Here I can lock my feet together. And then I go to that one.
Okay.
So I get her leg out of the way, hop over it very quickly, boom, I'm here. Okay, for the next part of the skip, I'm gonna move much further back. So this is the first part, okay? Now you're literally safe. Now if I come up, okay, onto this foot and I stay heavy on it, I should be safe from the leg lock. The only reason I wouldn't is because I end up in single leg X, which is also very threatening for me. So if I come up here, right, I can be in single leg X. I can be in single leg X again. And maybe she can sweep me again and then we're back to square one. So I don't like to deal with this. Let's move back a little bit because I'm going to do it. Perfect.
Okay.
So we're here, I flex my foot, turn it to the outside, move this top leg out of the way, boom, hip out here, and now I'm not going to stand up or wait for her to modify the position so she can attack better. I'm literally going to go belly down and step very big with my other leg, not the one that's strapped. So I go belly down and I step super big here. Okay, now I start to walk back, and I'm in a mounted triangle kind of position. So my foot is stuck under her armpit. Okay, I can hug the head here, kick the leg through, and I can jump over. Sorry, I can jump over that side and be in a mounted triangle. Okay.
Oh,
You're slow.
is that on my chest?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go on. Okay, go.
Foot again.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so I pull the leg up, turn my toes out, move the foot out of the way, hip over, big step with my left foot, even if you step over them, even if you feel like they're going to take your back. They still have your leg. Okay, so my point is I need them to let go of my leg. If they let go of my leg, we're done. I'm back in the game of passing guard. Okay? Turn, move the foot out of the way, boom, jump over with my butt, big step, belly down, and I can walk back with my legs into this position, right, into being kind of in mount, okay? And then if you want to set up a triangle, all you have to do is make sure this arm is inside, which it kind of is, okay? If she wants to be in mount, then she puts the other arm back inside. So this is kind of like, if you would have to be good at this and make sure that you isolate one arm while attacking, but even if you're not, you get 4 points for securing mount position.
Okay.
Okay, people.
But that's only one kind of footlock.
Straight leg lock.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it like that. I do it like Paul because I have short legs, so I can't exactly. So with someone like you, this hook doesn't even get there.
But you can get close.
So what I do is this.
Okay.
This is my foot, or like this.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if
how
I
do
practice the
you escape
same.
out of that?
Right. So if I practice the same first fundamentals of flexing the foot, turning it outside, and then you're giving me the first part that I abandoned. So now if I just step out big, I'm in the same escape that I've done before.
Okay.
So that's kind of why I don't mind if somebody goes that way, because you're giving me the first part of my escape, which is me escaping that top leg. Now if you go belly down, right, we have different story. I'm going to kick my foot through and I'm going to lock it with the other leg. So I'm going to lock my legs together. There, let's turn so people can see.
Ow. Yeah.
Yes, I'm in. Go for it.
So belly down.
Yeah, go for it. So here, I kick my leg through here, and I'm gonna lock my legs together. So when I lock my legs together, it's very hard for her to attack. If I just let her have it, she might finish the leg lock. But I need to lock my feet together. Okay? And once I do that, I'm gonna work on escaping my leg that's being attacked.